To keep you informed, Listín Diario, the newspaper of Dominicans, presents the most important news of the day.
Cover News for Saturday, December 4, 2025. The National District has a miniature Haiti. The surroundings of the Mercado Modelo in the section between Del Monte and Tejeda Street and Hernando Gorjon give us a trip to Haiti in miniature version. It is this mass of immigrants that controls the trade, becoming notable from the beginning with Creole as the standardized language. Parents bet on academic toys on the eve of the Three Wise Men. With the Christmas and New Year holidays over, now comes the time for children who eagerly await their gifts left by the Three Wise Men. From puzzles, paints, building blocks, or abacuses, many parents, uncles, or guardians prefer educational toys for boys and girls. The National Police reported that the well-known criminal and fugitive from justice, Henry Felix, nicknamed Mantequilla, 22 years old, was shot dead. He was wanted for the death of Sergeant Eddie Calcaño, an incident that occurred in Bani, the main municipality of the Peravia province. Some public employees did not receive annual compensation. Several public employees expressed their complaints that to date they have not received their 14th salary, despite the fact that they work in institutions that manage many resources, and also because they have not received any salary increases in a country with a lot of scarcity. Food prices continue to be high and merchants are affected by low sales. Consumers and retailers say prices for basic foodstuffs have risen since early December, but they remain hopeful that the cost of living will fall in the coming months and that sales will increase. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translation by Danny Leon. Front page news for Monday, September 16, 2024. Opposition divided on election unification. The idea of unifying presidential, congressional, and municipal elections to be held on the same day starting in 2032 has sparked mixed and hesitant opinions among opposition parties and the Central Electoral Board. The Dominican Liberation Party has taken a firm stance, strongly opposing any of President Luis Abinader's proposals on the matter. CODU president says tax reform must be a consensus. Feliciano Lanson, president of the Dominican Council of Evangelical Unity, CODU, stated that the proposed tax reform must be agreed upon by all sectors. He emphasized that if the general population is to make sacrifices, the state should also be considering making sacrifices. Doña Maruca homeless after eviction and broken promise. Ana Cecilia Salas Jimenez, 70, known as Maruca, was evicted from the banks of Cañada Gurabo in Santiago with the promise of being relocated to the Mi Vivienda Hato del Yaque apartment project. However, she has been left homeless, abandoned by the authorities responsible for the eviction. Conani hires Creole-speaking staff for cases involving Haitian minors. The National Council for Childhood and Adolescence, CONANI, has employed Creole-speaking staff to facilitate cases involving Haitian minors. This measure aids the process of contacting and reconnecting with family members of children in vulnerable situations. Psychiatrist warns on how to detect when a child is abused. Psychiatrist Luis Ortega urged parents to be alert to behavioral changes in their children to detect sexual or physical abuse early. He emphasized that the sooner the problem is identified, the easier it is to address. Drivers hope Duarte Highway expansion will end chaos. Public car drivers, transport operators, and motorcycle taxi drivers are hopeful that the expansion of Duarte Highway will help alleviate congestion, especially around the Santo Domingo bus and metro stations. For now, they report that the construction has caused traffic chaos. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translation by Danny Leon.
To keep you informed, Listín Diario, the newspaper of Dominicans, presented the most important news of the day.